Diego Signs?
Yeah, that's me.
Perfect, Diego Signs. I am Max, the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams, and I was calling you to tell you the updates of the month in his catalog. Do you have 2 free minutes to hear them? So for this month, the updates are as follows. We have 2 new properties. 1, the first one is in Queens, featuring 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a garage, and it's priced at $1 million. With this said, would you be interested in talking more in depth about this with James?
Yeah, of course, because I'm interested in the first property.
Transferring the call to James Williams for that.
What you have just seen is an AI voice loyalty system for real estate agents, which is gonna basically send calls every month to be able to maintain the clients for the real estate agent with the updates of each month and the new properties that is gonna have that real estate agent. It is also gonna have the ability to send and transfer calls to the real estate agent when the client says that he is interested in any of these properties and he wants more details of them. With this said, and without further ado, let's go into the build. So here we are in Vapi to start this loyalty AI voice system. First of all, we're gonna click here in trackboard 3 to start the system to get into our Vapi dashboard. Once inside, as today we're gonna create a loyalty system in which we're gonna send calls to just inform and the users of some more properties we have or more updates to maintain the loyalty of our clients. We are not gonna create a traditional assistant, but we're gonna create a small transient assistant as the one you have probably in the cards. Through the video it will appear. So we will go into here. Let's go into API documentation. We will have a guide in the next days probably how to create the new AI voice transient assistants. As you can see, it has been changed by Vapi and it's a bit different. So we will have shortly a new video for that. Let's click here on play. Once here, we are gonna click on here on body parameters, and the first thing we are gonna click is inside transcriber. Next, we are gonna come here, we are gonna click on language, and we are gonna select English this case. There you go. Then we are gonna also click on model, and we are gonna use Nova 2, which is the normal one we always use with Vapi. Then we are gonna click here, we're gonna go with model. Here we're gonna go with the OpenAI provider, as I always like. There you go. The model, we're gonna go with GPT-4o mini. There you go. And here. Okay, so knowledge base we are not gonna include. Match tokens, as it's gonna be a bit long, we're gonna set the max token in 1000. Relational properties, let's put the temperature as it's gonna be 0.2. I always like to put it there. There you go. Tools, we are actually gonna use tools as it's gonna be, we're gonna use the transfer call. So let's click on tools, add an item, and here instead of DTMF we're gonna click on transfer call. Once here in transfer call, we are gonna click on the destinations. We're also gonna click at item, but we are gonna go with number, so we want to go to a number that is gonna be the one of the real estate agent. We are also gonna click on the description, that is the description to describe the assistant when the call has to be transferred, and we are also gonna click on message. In the description we are gonna put here, transfer the call to your number. Here you include your number. When the caller says he wants to discuss the details more in depth with James Williams, which is the name of the real estate agent. Message, we're gonna put that the message of the transferring call that is gonna say the assistant, it's gonna be transferring the call to James Williams for that. And with this we are gonna end up here. Okay, next step, what are we gonna include? We're gonna include here the messages. There you go, add item, and here it's gonna be basically the prompt. I already have the prompt, so I'm just gonna include here and paste it. So now we are gonna go up, and we are gonna also include here message. I've included here, and we're gonna select system. Here we're gonna include the prompt. I have it already here. Next step will be to come back and include what I'm gonna include first. It's the first message mode. We're gonna include that the assistant speaks first. We're also gonna include then the voice, which is the important part. We're not gonna use Azure, we're gonna use 11 labs. So we are gonna select the enumeration. As we are with a man, we are gonna use Joseph, for example, or Paul. Paul is good. And language, you know, I'm gonna include English. Ian. Then model, we're gonna use multi-turbo v25. Client messages, we can include it, but we're not gonna use it. And then we're gonna use the server messages. This is gonna be an important one, as we need here the end of call report. We also need the transfer update, transfer destination address, and I would also use the one of the transfer update bit. There you go. Okay, now we are gonna go with max duration where it's unnecessary. Background sound, we're gonna leave it in off. Name, we're gonna call it video demo loyalty real estate. Now let's put here the first message, which I already have here inside my prompt. As you can see, there are some aspects as here that are with curly braces. These are the variables that then we are gonna change inside make.com. And with this we will have finished. Now the next step will be to copy everything here and bring it to make.com. But before that, guys, what we are gonna do is create an Airtable database with the numbers of our clients that we have to call, and also the updates of each month, to have there everything inside and really organized. So we're gonna click here on create. We're gonna click on start from scratch, and we're gonna start from scratch an Airtable base. Click here. We are gonna call it video demo loyalty, and we are gonna create 2 tables. One that is gonna be our clients. We're gonna call it clients to call, and the other one that it's gonna be the updates of each month. Perfect. So here we are gonna include only the number. So we are gonna select here at phone number and the name of the client. So in this case it's gonna be, for example, Diego. Sign. We will be filling all of these. In phone number we are gonna put my phone number. And now let's go to the updates of each month. I'm gonna leave actually this field because it's gonna have a big long text. So we're gonna put updates, where it's gonna be located the text, and we're gonna delete these fields. So here we're gonna place a name, which is gonna be in this case November 2024, and the updates are gonna be, for example, 2 new properties. The first one in Queens with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a garage, and a cost of $1 million. And a second one in Times Square with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a cost of $2 million. click on enter and we close it. We have here all the text. Perfect. And now we're gonna bring that to make.com to start this transient assistant and send in all the calls from each month. So let's go to make.com. Here we are in make.com. Let's click on login. Let's get inside our account. Once here, we're gonna create a new scenario, which we are gonna call loyalty real estate. So now we are gonna include Airtable watch records module, in which we are gonna go with base. We're gonna select our base. Then we're gonna go to our Airtable updates of each month, in this case, firstly, and we are gonna use a trigger field that is gonna be a last modified time. I created it here. Just go here, it field. Just create a new one that's called last modified time, and select last modified time. Click on save. And now we're gonna come here, trigger field, select last modified time, and with the label field we want the updates as it's the one that we are gonna use. We are gonna go with view. Let's select grid view. You can click here in show advanced settings, but we are not really interested in that. With this we can leave it, and let's click on from now on. We're gonna put days of the month. And we are gonna select for day 15th of the month. In time, we can leave, for example, at a good hour where everyone can get the phone at 4 p.m. Click OK. We're gonna click with this in not yet, but now we're gonna also include another Airtable search records, in which we're gonna search the records of the phone numbers and the name of the clients. So we're gonna go again to our Airtable base. Table, this case is gonna be the clients to call. View, let's go with grid view. Let's select these two and we are gonna click on OK. Limit is now on 10 as we only have one to call, but you can increase the limit. So now we are gonna start creating the AI voice transient assistant. Now we're gonna include a tool set variable. We're gonna call it assistant. And we're going to include here the variable values, and we are going to come back into create assistant, and we're going to copy everything from this curly brace into the other curly brace. We're going to copy it, so we're going to copy it and take it to a Json Editor online. So just put Json Editor online on Google and come into there. This is a previous project I had, but just delete this one. So once we have pasted it, we are going to click here on copy. And there you go. Here we have it, everything parsed into JSON. So now we're gonna copy everything and we're gonna take it now just into the make scenario. Now what I'm gonna do is run these two modules to get the info inside to substitute and change the variables that we have here in the prompt. So once I've run these two modules, as you can see here, we're gonna come back into here. And we are gonna change, in this case, name client with name. We're gonna change updates with updates. We're gonna put here your number here. Well, change everything to the properties as I'm showing you. Once done, we're gonna click on OK, and then we're gonna include a JSON, parse JSON, and we're gonna put the assistant, this one, but between these braces. So we're gonna put them and include it there. There you go. So after doing the test, I saw that it's better to change here and to change to a limit of 1. Once that, let's continue, and I'm gonna add here an array aggregator, in which we're gonna put the source module as the parse JSON, and we are gonna select everything from the JSON here. This one, this one, this one, this. No. There you go. Finally, what we are gonna do is put here a transform to JSON, and we're gonna put first and the array and close parentheses. There you go. To finally include here an HTTP to send the call. Let's go with make a request. There you go. And now we're gonna come back here, in which what we are gonna go is here into create call. we're gonna start creating. What we're gonna click first is in customer, and inside customer I'm gonna include the number, I'm gonna include the name. We're also gonna include the extension, but we're gonna leave it blank. Next step will be to include the phone number ID, really important. Then we will finally add the assistant, and we're gonna do the same. Copy this, copy paste it, and bring it back to the Json editor. Here we're gonna delete this and transform this to JSON. Careful, I had to, there you go, and there you go. Here we have it, perfect. So now we're gonna bring it here, and we're gonna insert it in raw, content type JSON. We're gonna paste it. So inside customer, the number is gonna be this one we got. Then the name, we're gonna put name. The extension, we're gonna leave it blank. The phone number ID, you have to come back into vapi in the dashboard, go here into your platform phone numbers and take your ID of your phone number. And for assistant, what we're gonna do is basically take out these curly braces, and we're just gonna put the JSON string. There you go, perfect. Before clicking on OK, what we have to add is the headers. So come back here, we are gonna get the authorization, which is one header. Bring it here, and each you have to put bearer, and here you have to put your API key. So bearer, and here you write your API key from vapi. The next header is gonna be content type, in which we are gonna include application JSON. Copy paste it and bring it here. Finally, just come here and copy this post link and paste it here. To inform to the real estate agent that the update has been sent to the customer or the client, what we're gonna include is here a new column informing that the call has been sent. So call sent, and we're just gonna put single line text, create field, and it's gonna be call sent in the date. So let's come back here and go to tools, set a variable, and here we're gonna put date sent, and we're gonna put format date, and we're gonna go to now, and we just want the day, the month, and the year, and we are gonna close. Click OK, and now include an Airtable update record, in which we are gonna go to our base. We're gonna select our table with clients to call. Record ID, we are gonna select it from here, the ID we have here. We're gonna put call sent in, and here we're gonna put the date sent, and click OK. With this, we will have finished the scenario, and now we only have to test it. So here I am. After doing a small test, guys, I recommend you changing and putting this GPT module. What I said is output the same as this in a JSON object format, and I put response format JSON. I click no impairs JSON response, and now let's test it. Basically, let's change a bit this. Come here, let's take out a dot, and now we're gonna click on run once to receive the call. There you go.
Hey there, is this Diego Sign?
Yeah, that's me.
Perfect, Diego Sign. I am Max, the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams, and I was calling you to tell you the updates of the month in his catalog. Do you have 2 free minutes to hear them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so for this month, the updates are as follows. We have 2 new properties. 1, the first one is in Queens, featuring 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a garage, and it's priced at $1 million. 2, the second one is located in Times Square with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and it's priced at $2 million. With this said, would you be interested in talking more in depth about this with James?
Yeah, of course, please.
Transferring the call to James Williams for that.
Hey there.
Hey there.
I'm interested in the second
In
property.
the second property.
So yeah, I want it.
Yeah, I want it.
So as you can see, the scenario has been executed correctly. Sometimes takes a bit more than normally because of the GPT. But as you can see here, if we come, we're gonna see how it has been call sent in the day that is today, 3rd of November, and that everything has been run correctly. So the transfer call function also has been working perfectly, and the updates has been set correctly also too by the assistant. So guys, this has been all for the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've learned how to build this loyalty AI voice system for real estate agents, which is a really important thing and a really valuable aspect inside what they have to do. And if they are able to automate this problem they have, they're gonna get out of their head a big problem. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. If you want the template, just let me know in the comments and I will send you through email. And see you in the next one, guys.